Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, US Immigration News. We hope you're doing great. Well, in today's video, we will be talking about US Congress unveils immigration reform. If you are interested in this, to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. The mission has always been to deliver immigration news grounded in facts, not speculation. We bring you direct updates from the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, the Department of Homeland Security, and relevant press releases from Congress and the White House. Today, we return to a key proposal that many have been asking about, the Dignity Act, introduced by Representative María Elvira Salazar at the end of July. Let's break down its main provisions, its current status, and why progress has been delayed. The Dignity Act, a lifeline for millions of undocumented immigrants. The Dignity Act represents a bipartisan attempt to address one of the most pressing immigration issues. It proposes to grant undocumented immigrants who entered the U.S. before 2021 and have no criminal record the opportunity to live and work legally. Beneficiaries would be required to pay federal and state taxes, contribute an annual fee of about $1,000, totaling $7,000 over 5 years, comply with strict requirements to maintain legal status. Importantly, this bill does not provide a pathway to U.S. citizenship. Lawmakers emphasize that it is not an amnesty bill but rather a structured plan to allow hardworking immigrants, farm workers, hospitality employees, construction workers, and restaurant staff to contribute openly to the economy. Why the bill has stalled in Congress? Although the Dignity Act is a bipartisan proposal, progress has been minimal. Timing has played a critical role. Congressional recess, the bill was introduced right before the August recess, leaving little room for debate. Government shutdown debates. In September, lawmakers were consumed by the looming threat of a government shutdown. Instead of focusing on immigration reform, energy was spent on political infighting and budget negotiations. Political gridlock. Disputes between Republicans and Democrats, especially over appointments and budget allocations, have stalled nearly every meaningful discussion on immigration. As a result, the Dignity Act has not advanced to a formal vote, leaving millions of undocumented workers in limbo. The human impact of delay. If enacted, the Dignity Act could transform the lives of millions. Farmers, hotel staff, restaurant workers, and construction laborers, many of whom form the backbone of the U.S. economy, would finally gain stability. Employers would also benefit from a legal, tax-paying workforce. Yet political battles have overshadowed these potential gains, leaving immigrant families waiting anxiously for progress. A new immigration proposal, Trump's Gold Card visa. While the Dignity Act is stuck in Congress, President Trump recently introduced a new immigration initiative via executive order, the Gold Card visa. Designed for wealthy investors and highly skilled individuals, this program aims to attract global talent and capital. Key features include a $100,000 contribution to the U.S. Treasury by individuals, or $2 million from sponsoring corporations. Fast-tracked permanent residency for extraordinary individuals. A reduced investment threshold of $1 million, down from $5 million, for wealthy applicants seeking legal permanent residency. Economic goals of the Gold Card program. The Trump administration expects the Gold Card to generate approximately $100 billion. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick revealed plans to issue 80,000 gold cards, with 7,500 millionaires already expressing interest. This program is positioned not only as a tool to bring in wealth but also to retain top university graduates and skilled professionals who might otherwise be forced to leave after their studies. In Trump's view, the Gold Card keeps talent in the U.S. while injecting massive financial contributions into Social Security, veterans programs, and infrastructure. International comparisons, a competitive Golden Visa. Globally, Golden Visa programs are not new. Countries like Singapore require $8 million in investment, while New Zealand demands around $1.4 million. Compared to these figures, the U.S. Gold Card priced at $1 million is one of the most competitive in the world, making it instantly attractive to global investors seeking permanent residency. The political divide over the Gold Card. Despite its economic promise, the Gold Card faces strong opposition from Democrats. Critics argue that such programs favor the wealthy while ignoring the plight of undocumented immigrants who have lived and worked in the U.S. for decades. Supporters, on the other hand, believe it could spark job creation and strengthen America's economic position in the global market. Conservative groups urge Congress to pass María Elvira Salazar's immigration bill. Conservative Hispanic influencers and political groups came out Tuesday to support Republican U.S. Representative María Elvira Salazar's bipartisan proposal to offer undocumented immigrants who entered the United States years ago a chance to legally remain working and living in the country. Groups like the Libra Initiative and Christian Family Coalition met with Salazar in Westchester to discuss the Congresswoman's Dignity Act. They then joined her at a press conference to rally support for the legislation, which has yet to get a committee hearing in the Republican-controlled House of Representatives. The bill, which Salazar first filed in 2022, would give undocumented immigrants without criminal records who entered the country prior to 2021 the opportunity to earn legal status through labor and financial penalties. The legislation touches on a number of facets of the U.S. immigration system, and would also fund border security and establish centers to shelter asylum seekers during the duration of their case. Like Verdugo, several speakers seemed to address their comments, almost all of which were in Spanish, to conservatives, stressing that the bill requires immigrants to work and pay into a system to earn the right to live legally in the United States, and that the program isn't a measure to provide immigrants with federal benefits or entitlements. In Florida, there are as many as 1.6 million undocumented immigrants, according to a 2023 Pew Research study. The Libra Initiative, Christian Family Coalition and other groups that spoke Tuesday have previously supported the legislation. Salazar, whose Miami-Dade district includes Little Havana, Coral Gables and Kendall, introduced the bill during the previous Congress along with Texas Democratic Representative Veronica Escobar. The duo filed the bill again in July, with 20 Republicans and Democrats signing on as co-sponsors. Democrats lining up to challenge Salazar in next year's election have criticized her record on immigration matters. The Congresswoman said Tuesday that she is hoping President Donald Trump, who won Miami-Dade County in November while campaigning on a promise to carry out the largest deportation effort in U.S. history, will help push the bill over the finish line. At some point the signals will be hard enough and loud enough for the president to understand that he needs to sign the Dignity Bill, she said.
U.S. Congress unveiled immigration reform. The Dignity Act, introducing by the RFI María Elvira Salazar, offered that undocumented immigrants involved that before 2021 he had no criminal record or a path of legal status through the work, taxpayer, and the annual fees. Through it, the step shortened citizenships. The bill are supported by the conservative hyphenized group like Libra Initiative, the Christian Family Coalition also had the funds before the security spared the asylum case for the 60 days. Dispute bipartisans backing the state, the Congress duty at the rescue the budget fight and the partials of the gridlock. Meanwhile, the President Trump launched the dispute bipartisan backing the stall. The Congress's duty are rescues budget fight. They are the partials gridlock. Meanwhile, the President Donald Trump launched their gold card visa targeting the wealthy investors. His skilled professional required the contribution $1 lakh to $2 lakh million, aiming the rise of $100 billion. While the Dignity Act forces the integrity long-term workers at the gold card appeals to the global athletes, both highlighting the controversial approaches for the reform, but political deadlock leaves the immigrants and the investor uncertain.